First off, I want to say shalom, salam, assalamu alaikum, hotep, black power, whatever's your favorite. The Nanesh, Akamjata, and Kamelahi. I've been with Knox and Queens, I'm feeling it in. Yes, I pray, I believe in the truth and the planting of these seeds. Yeah, yes, I pray, I believe in the impossible things that's unseen. Yeah, yes, I pray, I believe.
Shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom, kulam. This is UZZIYAHU Ben Yehuda, aka UZZIYAHU HaMelech. This is BYSA TZEDAKAH. I want to say Shabbat Shalom. I want to welcome you to part 2. This is the 8 sets of scriptures for the times of the Gentiles to white supremacy. Part 1, Genesis chapter 10, 1 through 5. I appreciate the love. For those who are here, check part 1 and then come to part 2. This is an 8-part or 8-set series. So this is part 2. Let's just get right into it. Let's go. All right. Second set of scriptures, Luke 21, 20 through 24. And this is YAHOSHUA, just for the note, this is YAHOSHUA prophesying this in 33 AD. And this happens and starts manifesting in 70 AD, 37 years later. Check this out. Luke 21, 20 through 24. And when you see Jerusalem or Jerusalem surrounded by armies, then know that its laying waste is near. Then let those in Yehuda, right? Yehuda, flee to the mountains. And let those who are in the midst of her go out. And let not those who are in the fields enter her, because these are the days of vengeance, to fulfill all that has been written. And woe to those who are pregnant, and to those who are nursing children in those days. For there shall be great distress in the earth and wrath upon this people. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, being killed, and led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem or Yerushalayim shall be trampled underfoot by the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles are filled. If you go to Genesis 10, 1 through 5, you'll find out that Japheth, he's the father of the Gentiles. Japheth is the father of the Europeans, the Indo-Europeans. And the times of the Gentiles is white supremacy. That's what we're living in today. All right, so let's look at this. The summary. So YAHOSHUA speaks prophetically about the fall of Jerusalem, warning his disciples of the city's impending destruction. He said, 1, Jerusalem surrounded by the armies, a clear warning of siege and conquest. 2, desolation or the emptying of those in the city and surrounding areas are urged to flee for their lives. Desolation is the emptying out, the emptying of. Judgment upon the people. Upon the Bnei Israel, upon the people. Many will fall by the sword, they will get killed, and others will be taken into captivity. And in the times of the Gentiles, Jerusalem will be trampled by the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles are filled. So this passage is commonly interpreted as referring to the Roman siege of Jerusalem in 70 AD, when the city and its temple was destroyed, the dispersal and subjugation of the BYSA nation, Yehuda, Judah, among the Gentile nations. Right here, here's a relic. It's called Roman, the triumph of Titus, which was the siege of Jerusalem, 70 AD. So they take claim and they pride themselves over destroying the temple, sieging and destroying and killing us and taking us into exile. Right here, this is the siege of Jerusalem in 70 AD, 70 CE. Romans destroyed this temple in Jerusalem and took BYSA or B'nai Israel Shemitic African 7-branch menorah candlestick. Look, it's right in the middle. You see that? You see that? They're basically confirming that this has happened. This is historical. All right. Here are the list of the nations. So Jerusalem trodden down by the Gentiles, Japheth, Genesis 10, 1 through 5, and Luke 21, 20 through 24. So many groups have occupied Jerusalem since 70 AD, including the Romans. Of course, they kicked it off. The Romans, the Byzantines, the Persians, the Muslims/Arabs, the Crusaders, the Mamluks, Ottoman Empire, British, Ashkenazi Jews. And then this slide shows you Genesis 10, 1 through 5. So it shows you who the genealogy of Japheth and how they're the Gentiles and Europeans. And then Luke 21, 20 through 24 breaks down basically this prophecy. Now, here's the summary of this second set of scriptures. Luke 21, 20 through 24. 1. YAHOSHUA Joshua made a prophecy in 33 AD concerning Jerusalem surrounded by the armies. That army was revealed 37 years later in 70 AD as the Roman army people empire. The Romans are revealed as one of the Genesis 10, 1 through 5 Gentiles, Japheth/European/white descendants. Killed and exiled B'nai Israel, which is the children of Israel. BYSA, who is melanated, black, and are Shemitic African. The Romans destroyed the temple in Jerusalem and took the possessions in the temple, like the menorah, back to Rome in 70 AD. You see that small little picture? That's the miniature picture of what I just showed you. The Romans is the key Gentile. Japheth, Japheth's son Yawan is the Greeks, and the son of Yawan is Kittim, which is the Romans, which is mentioned in Joel 3:6, that people of Yehuda or Judah and Jerusalem, you have sold to the sons of Yawan, and those are the Romans, which are the Romans, and the Romans are the ones who started this in 70 AD. Another key event, Rome fell in 476 AD, and then the offshoot nations of Rome. So the offshoot nations of the Roman Empire of 70 AD, check this out. They the same ones in 1619 AD. 1,549 years later, 1,549 years later, are the ones that participated in the transatlantic slave holocaust. Tosh, I don't even want to say trade. Transatlantic slave, that's our holocaust back in 1619. But it started in 70 AD. And so, B'nai Israel, BYSA, more accurately, Yehuda, Judah, and Jerusalem, that fled to Africa in 70 AD and was amalgamated with the Hamitic and indigenous Africans, with us being Shemitic African, and became to be captured on the west coast of Africa, being led away far from our borders and from Africa, or the continent of Eden, or the continent of Africa, to the Western Hemisphere, to the New World, the islands, the Americas, and North America, United States to be exact. So I just want to thank y'all for watching. I hope this edifies. I hope we getting somewhere. Watch part 1, then come and see part 2. We got 6 more parts left. I think after these 6 parts, y'all willing, your mind will be open, and then you'll kind of put some things in perspective. Put some things in context. Then you'll kind of understand what's really going on once you know all the players, once you know who's who. So I just want to say, may y'all bless you. May y'all keep you. May he shine his face upon you and give you peace. And I want to end it like this. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Shabbat shalom. Much love to you all. And I'll catch you in the next episode, part 3. See you then. Shalom, shalom.
Yes, I pray, I believe in Yahweh, Elohim, and YAHOSHUA is King. Yes, I pray, 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 I pray 5 times a day, 5 times a day. Yeah, I'm Afro-Asiatic, yeah, Hebrew Israelite, Shemitic, man, she's Afro-Asiatic, I'm Afro-Asiatic, yeah, Southern, I am Central, but we still have descent.